Let's get ready to rumble!
Benzinga Nation, jam-packed show today. Peloton up 5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today.
Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies.
Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley is the CEO of Akerna.
The best trade idea resource out there. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday evening. Unless, of course, you're in Australia, then it's Tuesday morning for you, bright and early. So what's going on, everybody? We are here for another episode of the Ruell Report. That's what we do every single Monday evening. Today, we are talking top cryptos, specifically within the world of ETH killers. If you are an Ethereum fan, Ruell's going to be taking us through three of the top contenders to be Ethereum killers. These are the Ethereum competitors. We've obviously seen the rise of Ethereum. We've seen all the money that flows into it. Here are three to have on your radar that are going to compete with that. But Ruell, what is going on, man? How are things in your world? What's new? What's exciting?
It is golden around here in Arizona. What's up with you?
I mean, it's nice here in Detroit. You know, it's a little warm. We had a crazy storms last night. We had tornadoes. We had like the tens of thousands of power outages. I was fortunate, good to go, didn't have to worry about that. But that's what's up in my world.
Awesome.
All right, and everybody in the chat, I'm going to say this one too. If you're out there watching us, this is interactive. If you have stocks you want us to talk about, if you have cryptos you want us to talk about, put them in the chat. We will get to them. I can make you that promise.
Yep.
We're all about the people here. That's just what Ruell and I do, okay? So we always try to deliver. We always try to come through. And again, today we're going to be talking about potential Ethereum replacements, Ethereum competitors. And so, Ruell, I guess, give us a little bit of context about the ecosystem.
Okay, so and feel free to do what you do and slow it down. But
right.
let's go into this a little bit. Let me share screen. First thing I want to do is kind of say Bitcoin's not quite dead yet. So let's kind of get that out of the way. Okay.
What do you mean by that?
See my screen?
No, not yet. Nope. There we go.
Okay, so here's Bitcoin. And as you can see,
okay, hold on. You can't pull up a chart like this with no context, okay? You know I'm going to slow you down. All right, you got some yellow bars, you got some gray bars,
you know what,
you got some lines.
Let's only get the pertinent stuff here. Let's get rid of SMA. Let's get rid of VWAP. Okay, so this is all we need right here.
Okay, so we have the price of Bitcoin, and then we have three different moving averages. Is that fair to say?
That is correct.
Okay.
And ones that we really want to pay attention to are the blue one here. The blue one is the 50 EMA, and the red one is the 200 EMA.
Okay.
So dangerously close to a death cross here. But the thing we really want to worry about is the 30K. And got to give some shout out to my Benzinga people here. Trading Nomadic. He was talking about this on his show, I think a week ago, and I agree with him. The spot we really need to worry about is 30K. So you see when all the money kind of crashed down here, everything kind of came back in here at the 30K mark. So that's the spot we really need to be concerned with, because a lot of people are talking about the death cross, and you know that makes a whole lot of sense. But really, we really want to be concerned about the 30K mark here.
Yep.
So big things coming up for ETH killers, specifically the three that we're going to talk about the most. Let's just start with number one. Number one on the list for me has been and always will be Cardano. And honestly, there are a whole bunch of deals in this Cardano ecosystem to look at, but let's just look at the coin itself right now. It's loading, but here at $1.19, it's such a big deal right now because Cardano was as high as like 2, as we can see now, finally, was as high as like 240. So sitting here, let's go to the 3 month.
It's come way down, as you mentioned.
It's come way down. So sitting here at 120, we're
it's halved. It's halved, but it's still way up.
Now, the reason why it's really a good time right now is because Charles Hoskinson, leader of Cardano, he's already told us we're going to get smart contracts in about 90 days. He's already said it.
Okay.
So that's the thing we want to worry about. And why smart contracts? In the case you guys don't know what smart contracts are basically the thing where you can go out on a Bitcoin and go out and bring data in and bring it back into the blockchain. So you need smart contracts and you need oracles. And, once this is in place, Cardano will be able to do everything Ethereum can do, but with way cheaper gas and a way faster network.
And gas, when Ruell's saying way cheaper gas, that means that the costs to do transactions are cheaper, right? So you're paying less to transfer, and then you're also saying faster. That means the transaction happens more quickly, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And again, I'm the recap guy for anybody who is just joining us. We are talking about top cryptos, specifically in the context of potential Ethereum killers. These are the competitors for Ethereum that we've seen all the money flow into. And first one on the list that Ruell is taking us through is Cardano.
Now, Cardano is run by Charles Hoskinson. One point to note,
who I think sort of seems a little conceited.
he's good conceited.
He's no Vitalik, right?
Well, Vitalik, he seems to me to be he's more reserved.
Which one?
Vitalik.
I feel, but he's also like sort of weird and wild. Like he's musky. I see him as like Elon Musk-ish.
You know what? To be honest with you, let me come back over here. To be honest with you, I see Hoskinson as more musky, to be honest.
Why?
Because he has that whole maniacal part about him. And it seems like he's more like Napoleon, complexy, which people can take that as a negative, but I see it as a positive in like, okay, I'm going to do what I need to do to get things done here.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
Fair. Yes, I get it.
So I see Charles Hoskinson more musky in that I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get my thing done, and I'm going to do it, and it's going to be done right.
Yep.
So that's number one on my list, and we can go into some of the ecosystem later. But for now, let's go into the second coin. And actually, let's be a little organic here. Now that we're talking Charles Hoskinson, people like to talk about Hoskinson so much, but Hoskinson does stuff to make sure. And see, this is exactly the point. Slicken, he says Hoskinson is all talk and no work. A Swedish saying for people talking too much but not doing the work. Speaking from the engineer point of view myself, it is very, 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 very important that these things are tested right and they're gone over with a fine-tooth comb. Hence, Luke, have you heard about this whole Mark Cuban getting wrecked thing?
Nope, but it's definitely intriguing. What exactly does that mean?
So Mark Cuban was involved in this cryptocurrency called Iron Finance, I believe.
Okay.
And Iron Finance is basically going to be this DeFi finance thing based off of this stable coin. And different people have tried to base DeFi off of stablecoin, and this stablecoin had a 1 second here. I think my son is in some trouble. Okay, no,
Wait.
he's fine.
No,
So-
come on. We don't get any context.
So no. He's making a grocery run for me, so it's all good. He got what he
Oh,
needed.
well, you said
But
your
I think
son's in some trouble. Okay.
What did you think? He's like in a like
You-
a unmarked room, like with a hood over his head,
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
you
saying.
know, I gotta
Like,
go
what the
Liam
hell?
Neeson and get him back or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Took
gotta
my
go, you
son.
gotta go, right? I mean, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, we
But
got a
anyway.
question in the chat. Let's I'm gonna throw this one up on the screen. You know, where are you at with Cardano? Is it a buy right now? Are there particular levels that you're watching?
Oh yeah. It's a
Can
really
you put
good buy right
do
now.
you mind pulling your chart back up
Sure.
of it, and you can maybe take us through the chart a little bit. And again, guys, for anybody who's
Oh
just
shoot! I stopped
yeah, you just
my
turned your
cam.
camera
My
off. There you
bad.
go.
Okay.
And if there's anybody who's just joining us again, we're talking about top cryptos, especially within sort of the context of potential Ethereum killers. We've seen all the money that's flown into Ethereum. This is the Ruell report. We try to be actionable, trade idea oriented, and so Ruell is taking us through the cryptos that he likes. In that context, in sort of this potential ETH killer context. In Cardano, ticker ADA is the first one that he brought up. So Ruell, take us through this chart. I'm going to make the chart full screen so everybody can see it. They're not
Okay,
going to see your beautiful face and beard.
So
at least
for
they get the chart.
me, like it's not really about the levels, but if I was to draw any type of levels, I think this is a bad one. Let me do, because Cardano hasn't been on Coinbase that long. Let me find KuCoin. It's been on there longer. So it'll actually give us a 250 EMA. Okay, there we go. So for me, it's really not about the levels. It's really about the way I approach it is upcoming catalysts and like how far we've gone and where we're going to go. So if I'm to draw some lines on here with my
And if anybody in the chat has levels that they like, or if they hate this one, go ahead and drop that in there too. I mean, this is all about the community. Let's get the flow going.
so if I'm to take my little purple crayon, like that Harold in the purple crayon, and just draw some here. So I guess the top resistance would be like 230 something, and the lowest would be like 120. So it hasn't been this low for God knows like what, 2 months, 3 months. But the point for me is that it has smart contracts coming in about 80 days. So you have a pending.
Is that 80-day deliverable real, or how firm that 80-day deliverable?
I think I have my phone too close to the thing here. Yes, that's a pretty big deliverable. And they're already doing their test net right now. And from what I've heard from a couple of different sources, is that it may even be quicker than 90 days. But let's just say 90 days for now.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, so it's a real target.
Yep, it's for sure a real target. So seeing as we have all of this room to go, like I really feel like we're getting it at a really low discount right here at 120. And if we're to go out to like a weekly chart, the last time it was really at 120 was like February. So that's 4 months ago. We're getting it at a 4-month discount, basically. In my estimation, if I just draw the line here to the last time it was 120. So I feel like this is a very, very, very good level to buy Cardano. And yeah, so that's that. But back to the Cuban thing, Iron Finance. So 75% of it is based on a stable coin of the US, and 25% of it is in this native coin called Titan. And basically, someone found an exploit and they exploited the system to make Titan go to zero, which basically wrecked everyone that was in it.
Yep. Do you have a chart of that you can pull up?
Let me see. It has to be on something. Let me find the ticker for that. But my point with bringing that up is this is why Charles thoroughly tests his stuff so that like you don't hit points where people find exploits, right?
Yeah.
And people can lose all their money. Like that's just so important. And as much as I'm talking about Cuban here, Cubans didn't get into this thinking that something like that was going to happen or people's money was going to, be taken, so, but this just very much says why it's so important to go through, test, and make sure you're doing the very right thing about it. And there's no exploits or nothing that can be taken advantage of. Hold on. So that's iron. Let me see about Titan. Iron doesn't really show the true story. Titan coin. Okay. Titan coin. Yes. So I think Titan coin. Is this the right one? I think this is the one that they have. Someone correct me if it isn't. But I think Titan coin is showing the true story here. And I was just seeing things on iron titanium token. Hold on 1 second, Luke. Pulling it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I think this is the right coin here.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wait, you're going to go too far in. No, that works. Yeah, that's a brutal chart.
So, and that's why you really want to go through and test these things. And Charles is seeing things with like Ethereum and different coins like Bitcoin and stuff, have exploitations. So he's just making sure it's thoroughly tested. And I understand like users will think like, okay, Cardano's been around for all this time, like make it happen already. But we're going to go over Polkadot, and we can see that once we go over Polkadot's basically in the same place that Charles is in. And I know Vitaly's...
Okay, so hold on. I'm going to pull it out to a global question, a really good question that's in the chat. And again, guys, what we're talking about right now is we're talking about Ruell's top crypto plays, especially within the context of Ethereum killers, right? So these are Ethereum competitors. The question in the chat that I want to say is where does the value come from? Like what drives the value in a Cardano, as an example, which was the first example
the
that you
value
used
there
as
is that
top crypto.
Cardano and Slicken. I don't agree with that statement that the rest is a gamble there. Ethereum's done a really good thing, and even Charles Hoskinson and Gavin Wood, the founders of Polkadot and Cardano, admit this, and they say this, and this is actually the way that crypto should work. But we'll go into that later. Ethereum opened the door to DeFi. It opened the door to so many different things like staking and all of the stuff that has made it great for us here in crypto. These things wouldn't exist without Ethereum being there. Bitcoin is just, it was used for, or was going to be used for, currency. Ethereum opened the door for all these different things to come about, in which now we have proof of stake, which Ethereum doesn't do. It does proof of work. But by these guys having a problem with what Ethereum was, and them leaving and trying to find a different way to do things. That's how it works. That's how it should be. It's creating your own little community, and in your community, you're saying, okay, this is how I think money. This is how I think things should be governed and how it should work. Charles thought that things should be more commercial and that Ethereum should work a different way, so he left. Gavin thought that as well, so he left. And they created their own communities, Cardano and Polkadot. And those things work differently than Ethereum works.
All right, so let's use that to segue to number 2 on the list. And again, guys, we're going through Ruell's top crypto plays within the world of Ethereum competitors. 1 was Cardano. 2, I believe, is going to be Polkadot. Is that fair to say?
Yes, 2 is Polkadot. This is ran by Gavin Wood, who is another co-founder of Ethereum, who, like Charles Hoskinson, did not agree with certain things that Valerie was doing. So he's like, bump this. I'm going to start my own thing.
Yep.
Oh, haha. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Polkadot. Polkadot is at this level here, and due to some of the tokenomics, Polkadot's price is at what Polkadot's price is, and Cardano's is at what Cardano's is. I think Polkadot has way less tokens, but what I wanted to show you guys about Polkadot is this wonderful site here that I suggest you guys all use. It's called coinmarketcal.com. And I put in test nets, right? So if we go down here and look, some of my power players for the, hold on a second. It didn't do it. Okay. So we're going to put in test nets. Some of the power players for the Polkadot ecosystem, Polka Bridge, they're doing a test net June 30th. Another one here, Polka Foundry, testnet, June 30th. Polkadex, testnet, July 4th, which is odd, but July 4th. Krylon, which is trying to be like an oracle for multi-platforms, testnet, June 30th. So all these different guys from Polkadot are just beginning their test nets to go onto the Polkadot network. So really, Polkadot and Cardano are really in the same place, even though people complain so much that Charles is really slow with getting Cardano stuff out. Cardano stuff is in the same place. They're at their test net right now. So that's why I'm saying there's some big things coming up for all these ETH killers. You got all these test nets going on with Polkadot. You got test nets going on with Cardano too. This site just doesn't show them, but as if you guys have kept up with the news, Charles has made it known. 90 days, we're gonna get full blown smart contracts. So that's really big for them. And then if we go into the third ETH killer, Solana's way more secretive with this news. Okay. But I'm figuring if
and so you're dropping us number 3.
Yep.
All right. So number 1, guys, Cardano, ticker 88. 2, Polkadot. Number 3, Ruell just unveiled it, Solana. And give us the ticker on this symbol on this one. Is it SOL, I believe? Yep.
SOL, yep. So Solana, they're more secretive on their news. They don't really put it out that much. But something that came out of the conference that just happened, they got a big endowment of like $40 million, I think. And another thing to note, Solana and Polkadot are now listed on Coinbase. So all the different American buyers that usually don't use anything other than Coinbase can now buy these two. And I think that's really great, news. But One of the reasons why I like Solana is it's pretty fast. They have smart contracts in place, and they have a couple different projects that I like personally. One of them is Radium. And everything's down because of Bitcoin right now. But I like Radium and I like Happy. We could go into individual projects, but yeah, I think it's going to be like a big time coming up for these 3 ETH killers because they're doing their test nets now, and they're probably all going to roll out in about about 70 days here.
Okay.
So anybody have any questions on that, or should I just go into a couple coins that I like from these ecosystems and why?
But let's hit the coins.
Okay,
We all like
so
the coins.
let's go to Cardano's ecosystem. 2 coins that I like a lot here are Akamfi. Let me pull those up. Maybe you
Okay.
can share my screen.
You got to reshare it first,
Okay.
and then I'll get it on there.
Okay, so Akamfi. And this is coinmarketcap.com. I really love the site. One day
They do a good job. Benzinga will get there with the crypto. Okay.
we will get there. So Akamfi, it's usually around like $15 to $12. Right now, it is a steal at $9.22. And if we go on their site, they're basically an IDO site, which means it's like an IPO, but where you can buy initial coins that are coming around. So the next coins that are coming up are Theos, Legidity, and Card Wallet. Ones that they've done are DeFire, its own coin, and they also did Charlie 3, but I don't see it on the list anywhere. If we go here and go to which one is it? I think it's this one. No. So one of the things I like about this is it seems like the barrier to entry is only 75 coins. So 75 OOC will get you into this private whitelist. And at about like $9, that's like what? Almost $750, which is cool. And this one generally lets people from the US participate in the initial offerings, and don't a lot of them do that. So very high on these guys. The other one I'm very high on is another IDL for Cardano, which is Card Starter. And oh my gosh, at 11.46, this is such a steal. These were as high as like $50, I believe, a coin. Oh, it's $80 a coin. To fall down to 11 is just quite the steal. And these also allow people from the US to participate. And let's see who they have coming up. So for this one, you'd need at least 100 to have a 10% chance,
Okay.
which for me, I'd rather go with the Akamfi. But Card Starter has more going on for it because it's also creating a DEX, which is going to be called Card Swap. So weigh that on your own there. And if we're going to go over to the Polkadot system, I'm really big on Polkabridge. And the way they do theirs is right now, at least, is if you have 3,000 coins, you're in the Launchpad. and the price of the coin right now is about 7 cents. So about, I think it's either 7 or 8 cents. Let's go check a look here. No. Hope it doesn't make me put it in my wallet. Okay, it might make me put it in my wallet, but the staking price for this is around 75%. I already know that. Here, let me. Is there any way I can do it without showing my wallet? I don't think so. But anyways, here you can see some of the previous Launchpad things. One that I'm high on is Dragon Bite. That one just ran, and here on the 28th, they're going to do this one called Poker War, which is basically like, it seems like a NFT kind of RPG game if you go look at it. So it's like but I was unable to find anybody talking about it on YouTube, which gives me a little pause because people were talking about Dragon Bite. So, but you know my little test, Luke.
Yep, the good old Twitter trick. You want to see if the project is legitimate? See how many people follow the project on Twitter. That is the Ruell trick.
And they have about 20K followers, which is not bad. I think they just need to get out there with PR more and have some YouTubers talk about them. So that's what they need to do there. Oh, and while I'm on Twitter, something that my Patreons got like a week ago. If you guys are interested in the Patreon, I think Aaron has the links for that. But here's a company.
I can get that in there.
Here's a company that's going to be doing helium miners, and they're going to have them by July. Like they'll be shipping them out by July. SenseCap MX. So really look out for this company. And if you guys join my channel, Black Rue Investing, if you just join my YouTube channel, I have a video on helium miners. The return on investment in some places is really, really huge. And a lot of it has to do with like where you're located. So I think we got enough time. I can just go into that right quick.
Yep, let's do it.
So you go on the Explorer. It tells you all the different miners that are near you. And what you really want to know is you really want to be around a good set of miners. But if you're not, it's okay. You just need to build out your own network. Like, let's see. Where's Benzinga located? What's the zip code? 482?
48102.
48102.
Wait, that'd be embarrassing if I got this wrong. We haven't had visitors in a long. Okay, I did wrong. 48226. Everybody knows where I live now. All right, we haven't had visitors in about a year and a half. Okay.
All right, it's not doing it for me. So let me see here.
Somebody's commenting about Doge in the chat. That's where Ruell holds most of his net worth. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Okay, it just doesn't want to show me stuff. So never mind. I'm just gonna, instead of using an address, I'm just gonna zoom in here. Okay. So the thing is, you want to have the miners not too close to each other, but close enough to like witness each other. Like it seems like these two miners, wherever they are, they're close enough to witness. But let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this site is a little bit terrible with doing it. So I'm going to show you guys a different site. Helium place.
All right. Sort of a wonky little graphic there. I'll take it.
Helium place one will be actually better because it'll show us like about witnessing. I don't know what's up with my internet lately. It's been moving really slowly. Might be my son playing like Robux or Fortnite that's slowing it down.
Wait, does he buy V-Bucks?
He does.
Wait. Do you buy V-Bucks? That's the real question.
That's when I say he does, that's what I mean. Because he doesn't have his own money yet. He's 12. So really, daddy does. Okay, let's try. Okay, let me put in that address again. My old Detroit address. Okay, so if we so that red area right there is like if F1 is near you, you're not going to pick it up well. But if it's in this green area, you're good to go. So in this neighborhood, it seems like there are none here. But if we move over to here, which is probably close to downtown here. Can we get this blip right there? Like this seems like an optimal one here. Let's see what it says and what it's earning. Now just look at the ROI on this. So this is in Dearborn, which is not too far away from where I used to live. So witnesses, it has 20 witnesses. Now let's just look at the rewards. This is going to be sick, guys. So 6 a day, 158 helium in 30 days. Luke?
Yes.
You got a calculator on you?
Yeah.
So let's look at the price of helium right now.
All right. Calculator's out.
So helium's at 1063, and this is in a down market of helium. Usually it's around like $15.
All right, $10, 63 cents. Then what are we multiplying it by?
158. Well, it's $10.
And a tip from the chat, by the way, with regard to the V-Bucks, is make your son earn the V-Bucks with chores, and he'll stop buying the V-Bucks.
Excellent. I love it.
Okay.
I'll take that tip.
All right, but I got $10.63 current price of helium. What are we multiplying this by?
158, which will be the quick math. That's around like 1,700 or something.
Pretty damn good quick math. You're at 1680, 1,680. Okay,
cool. So this is in 30 days, guys. 30 days, 1,680. And the machines only cost like $500, so it paid for itself in like what 15 days.
Yeah.
Now this is with 20 witnesses. All right.
Yep.
If you're not in the area that, like I said, if you're not in the area that has this many witnesses, all you need to do is just build out your own network. So that's the return of investment on these helium miners. And like I said, my Patreon's got this stuff first. If you guys are interested in hearing information like this first, join the Patreon. But let's just somebody in the chat, give me a location.
All right, and keep in mind chat's on a little bit of a delay. But you did Detroit already. So let's get some more addresses in here.
Let's do Phoenix around my area.
Which city are you in Arizona?
I'm in Mesa, Arizona. Let's see.
Where's that at? That's by Phoenix.
Yes, yes, it's really close to
All right,
Phoenix.
we got some. You ready?
Okay, let's do it.
First one on the list, Gainesville, Florida. I was just in Florida
Woo.
last week. Born to be free. Didn't tell me to come visit him. I would have loved to visit. But first one, Gainesville, Florida.
Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay, that's a nice little helium market here. So let's just go with this first one right here.
Well, at Mesa, there's a T-Rex skeleton at your local museum.
Oh yeah, Mesa.
I'm just
Mesa's
scraping on your internet. Oh, what the hell? Mesa's awesome. You have water slides too?
Oh yeah, Mesa's bomb. I mean, it's no Scottsdale, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying?
There's go-karts? Jesus. All right, we're all going to Mesa for the go-karts.
So this one has 57 nearby hotspots. Witnesses 0. Maybe this one hasn't gotten up online yet. No, it hasn't. So let's go pick another guy. But that's how quickly this network is growing.
Next one in the chat, Enfield, Connecticut, CT.
Okay, we'll do Connecticut next. This one, witnesses.
CT.
Okay, this one isn't online yet either.
All right.
This is how quick this network is growing. So let's do Connecticut. What field?
EN, Echo November, FI, then yeah, just Bufffield. Connecticut is a tough state to spell. There you go. Yeah, see, there. Search is helping you out. But we all believe that you could have spelled it. Okay. I don't know if I could have.
Okay, so see, this one seems sparse, which is actually you can look at it as an opportunity to grow your own network. So let's see what this guy is right here.
When you say, does that mean that there's like one dude?
There's like two guys.
Okay.
And so this guy, he's been online.
Skinny Cloud Mandrill.
He's not witnessing. He has no witnesses. Rewards. Okay.
So basically what we're finding is Detroit's where it's at a little bit.
Yeah, Dearborn's where it's at, apparently. So let's just do, I know.
And a question out of the chat too. Do you have to know the Helium host that witnesses, or is it based on proximity?
It's based on proximity. It's there's a bunch of different things that go into it. It's based on proximity and height. So if you can get your tower, your antenna up really high, you can witness more people.
Okay.
So if you can get your little hotspot up real high, you'll witness way more people, and you'll get way more helium that way.
And can we do one non-US address too?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, let's do Stockholm, Sweden.
Oh wow!
I bet it's bumping.
One of the places that seems like it'd be interesting to visit.
Yeah, they just seem so advanced.
Okay, so
how are we looking?
There's a nice little community of
go figured
guys here.
Swedish are pretty. They seem like they have their shit together.
Let's see. Young Lavender Wolverine sounds like an X-Men, or a rapper. Let's see here. So,
I like it. Wolverine or a rapper. Nice.
So 40 witnesses, rewards Okay, it's 52. That's still 500 some dollars, right? For 30 days. That's sweet.
Oh yeah, totally agreed.
Wow. And this one, it has to be up high because you see it's witnessing over here, it's witnessing over there. Like these are way far away, but it's
Okay.
witnessing these guys. Like it has a witness over here. So this one must be placed really high and must have a really dope antenna.
Great. I told you the Swedish seem like they have their shit together. More than us Americans, at least.
So let's pick one like out. Okay, this guy right out here. So he has two is really close together. So they're probably that one's probably not earning much from the other one. But let's see how many witnesses. 81. So when you see it has 81 witnesses, I think your cap on witnesses is something like maybe 60 or something like that.
Okay.
So he must have witnessed different ones at different times that month. Rewards 108. So this guy's getting like $1,100. So, and these are RF miners, so they don't have a negative impact on the environment or anything like that. But this is the ROI that you can get if you're in a nice space, and you know, you
Absolutely, yeah. It's amazing.
So I have a Bobcat miner on the way.
All right, wait. So on an episode of the Ruell Report, can we like do the setup and can you take us through everything?
Oh, when I get it, but it's not supposed to be here until like friggin' like September.
So when you say it's on the way, you
I
mean
say
you've
it's on the way
ordered
as
it?
in like I ordered it.
It's definitely not physically on the way unless the guy's
It's not.
walking.
It's not on the way.
If he's walking, it might be on the way. Otherwise, it's definitely
is
not
ordered.
on the way.
And that's why I'm stressing this sense cap here. As soon as they put out the information, they said that these are supposed to ship in July. So this is high value. This is high value that I'm giving you guys here that only my Patreons have received at this point. If you can land one of these, it's bomb. It's the bomb.
Yep.
.com.
Boom. All right, Ruel, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we are running up into our last several minutes here. So can you give us a recap? Because again, guys, what we're talking about is we're talking about Ruel's favorite crypto plays, and this week specifically in the context of Ethereum competitors, Ethereum alternatives. Ruel, can you take us through the list one more time?
Sure.
And give us the recap. Give us like the one sentence reasons.
Cardano and Polkadot and
so
Solana.
Cardano ADA, Polkadot.
Polkadot is DOC or DOT.
DOT.
And
okay.
Solana is SOL. Sol.
SOL. Okay. And then okay, wait. Then how did Helium get into the cut? Sorry that I'm the slow guy on the show.
We're organic. We just, we go as the feeling takes us.
Okay.
We're a little hippie with that.
And let me ask you this: last week when you did top cryptos, you had a handful of honorable mentions. When we're doing ETH killers specifically, are there any honorable mentions that did not make your top 3 list that you think are interesting?
This is why I love you, Luke. You bring up stuff like that. You just, you complete me.
There we go.
So, one Harmony, Zincula, which is ZIL.
Wait, what was it for here? I'm gonna put these in the chat. Harmony, what's your ticker there?
Is 1 ONE.
Okay. So we're gonna call this honorable mentions. Okay, you have 1. Okay, what was the next one?
Zincula, which is ZIL.
Okay.
Notable about one, they already have a working NFT site where they sell NFTs, which is the Da Vinci Gallery. So check that out. Another one is not a direct ETH competitor, but you could call it one, is VET, and we went over that yesterday or last week. VeChain, VET.
Okay.
Where China is not high on Bitcoin, they are high on VeChain. So it's a supply chain,
Which is really interesting. I think that makes it a really interesting play. Yes.
It's a supply chain crypto, and with all the supply chain problems we've had with semiconductors, the Suez Canal thing, I'm pretty high on it. And they have partners in China with Walmart, Tyson Foods, Salesforce, right? So very, very, very big and very high on those guys. And as far as ETH killers go, those are the major ones.
Okay. All right. So there's the full list. There's a list of honorable mentions. I'm gonna go out on a whim, and again, I'm much less educated on the space than you are, but I really like the VeChain play, the VET. You've been hot on that one for a minute. You've explained the use cases on previous episodes. I just think the fact that you have the China support and so many corporations using it makes it really interesting.
Yeah, and to me, I liken it to NEO. You know how NEO has huge, and this is a stock, it's a EV electric car company, and they have the support of China, the Chinese government too. Like they're literally writing laws in so that NEO gets better business than Tesla and whatnot, right? And that's shown by the fact that NEO beat Tesla in earnings. Like NEO beat their earnings. So if they're having that type of pull behind them, then VeChain, it can't miss. And it's only at like 8 cents a coin right now, and it was as high as like 24 cents. Definitely, it's such a buy, and you can buy that on Voyager, by the way.
There we go. Shout out Voyager, VYGVF. So I posted on, somebody went on my Twitter today because I left it logged in on one of the Benzinga computers and posted, what's the best stock to buy? And the Voyager CEO commented and said, buy Voyager, which I think is amazing.
Heck yeah, that's nice. That's nice that you got that kind of pull. He's checking out your Twitter like that.
Yeah, it said you could buy the stock. I think it's a bullish sign. But all right, guys, there it is. I'm dropping socials in the chat and put my Twitter in there. I'm going to put in Ruell's YouTube channel. Ruell is dropping content constantly. What's the schedule? It's every Sunday you're coming out with basically an analysis and a preview of the week, correct?
Yep. Every Sunday I come out with a top stocks, and every Sunday I talk about a crypto topic. Blah. But with my Patreons, I give them a weekly crypto list, and I give them a weekly stock list. And for my VIPs, I give them the daily cryptos that I'm watching. And for something like last week, the AMP crypto token, it like blew up, and my Patreons were able to hear about that. And it went from like 8 cents to like 12, like real quick. So they got to prosper from that.
Boom. There it is.
And I'm big on AMP, by the way. And AMP's run by the Winklevoss twins, the same guys.
Interesting. It's interesting. They're going to end up with the last laugh. They are really going to end up with more money than Zuck.
Yeah, these guys have the nifty gateway where they're selling NFTs. They have the Gemini exchange. They have the AMP token. These guys are sitting real pretty.
Yep. I'm definitely not the first one to call it, but I'm calling it. I think that those guys are going to end up with more cash than Zuck at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
So there it is. Boom. All right, guys. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe on my channel. Link to Ruell's channels in the chat. Go check that one out as well. You like trading, you like ideas, you like markets. and we're going to be back next week. And I do have to apologize both to Ruell and to everybody out there. I was definitely the reason we were late today. I was stuck on a call with our accountants. It took forever. Forever. It wasn't like I was, it wasn't like it was a 15-minute call that I started at 7 o'clock. The call started at 5:30 and went to 7:50. And then they go, we have 2 more topics to talk about. I'm like, guys, I got to go. Sorry. We're pushing it to tomorrow. We'll get back on the phone tomorrow. So,
and guys,
apologies,
yes,
everyone.
If you missed part of this video, it will always be posted the next day on the Benzinga channel. And I honestly even suggest go back and watch previous Ruell reports, because we go over stuff like, ETH killers. We go over like payment app cryptos. Like there's just a wealth of information, like passive income things like the Helium thing. There are even more of these. And we went over that in the show. So check that out. And check us out.
There it is. I love it. Ruell, thank you for your time once again. As always, dropping the picks. Guys, share this video, and we will see you soon. We'll be back here at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. We'll be back with the Ruell Report, the best show on the network, next Monday at 7.
One more thing before I forget. Guys, please leave comments on the show. I go back and watch them. Like, I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys want to hear. Like what coins you want us to go over. Please, I want this to be a show about the people, for the people.
When you go back and look at them, you look at the live chat too, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So yeah, if you put stuff in the live chat, I'll pick it too.
Yeah, so drop it in there now. So basically the call to action is you have 10 seconds, 30 seconds right now to drop in what assets you want us to cover next week. Okay? You want us to make some aggressive picks, whatever it is, drop it in there. And we'll make sure we get to it next week. Ruell is a man of the people.
For sure.
Cool. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon.